we have a post from a channel called Unbinged. Which upcoming November movie release are you most excited for? It's an easy answer for me. It's going to be Predator Badlands. The Running Man and Wicked for good. I haven't even seen the previous Wicked. Don't give a shit, don't care.
Wow, you are mean.
I'm more looking forward to Predator Badlands because of the change of the dynamics. So no more hunting bunnies, no more hunting lesser creatures, human beings with zero knowledge of your existence as an alien species, creatures who have no advantage over you, or creatures who are not as powerful as you or more powerful than you. So with this particular story, we know this dude is going to go against creatures more powerful than it. And I don't know if in this Predator story it's supposed to be like a rites of passage, or if the Predator did something wrong and he's being punished by being thrown into this particular dungeon or lair or planet or wherever it is, and he has to survive. And if he survives, just like the 300 movie, he comes back to be their leader, or he comes back to be part of their elite squad of hunters. You know what's funny is, I don't even know where they're taking this franchise after this movie. So I hope they change the format of this going to other planets to hunt lesser beings and lesser creatures, because I've definitely outgrown the original format.
But why?
This super advanced alien species with super advanced tech, cloaking device, and then a self-destruct nuclear armor gauntlet going after alien species that don't even have an inkling that they exist. And then you're going after lesser people, lesser species, lesser aliens in tech, in skills, in abilities. You're not even going after mutants. You're not even going after magical creatures. You're not even going after superpowered beings. You're not even going after giants, titans. Nah. If you were going to different planets that had different kinds of Godzilla-looking creatures and Godzilla titans, then I would say, you know what, you tried. I just don't know how for so long I was satisfied with that format. Let's hunt people who don't know we exist. People who don't even have enough or good enough weaponry.
Damn.
Even when you go against people with guns and ammunition, you still have the cloaking device. And then when they're hiding from you in plain sight because you have your helmet on that can see through walls and X-ray, infrared, and you can see whatever. Dude, it becomes boring. Boring. I wonder how many people had the same feeling that I have now in the early 30s when the Predator movies came out.
That's a good question.
So yeah, based off this list, I'm looking forward to Predator Badlands only. The Running Man, however, I've heard people who review the trailer say apparently this is closer to the original story from the books than the Arnold movie was. I didn't even know the movie was based off of a book. I just preferred the Arnold movie over this one. Have I seen this movie yet? Of course not. But when I saw the trailer, no, it just felt noisy to me. I myself obviously preferred the original. There's something about it. Maybe it's the nostalgia. Maybe it's the simplicity. There's a few scenes I actually want to talk about soon. So I guess when I sit down and rewatch the original before I watch the new one, do my review and breakdown, then I'll actually let me know in the comment section below. Do you want me to do a review for this movie? Because I don't want to go and watch this movie and then there's no one looking forward to seeing my review on the channel. I don't want to go and wasting my money because I can watch the original over and over again. I prefer that than this one. I've seen 2 trailers for this movie and there's zero excitement. I don't feel like I gotta see this one, and I don't even know why they're doing. Well, I guess it's working for a new audience.
Well, duh.
So this has a chance to be really, really good, or it has the complete. It's going to do the complete opposite, push us to go and rewatch the original. Maybe that's what they're hoping for. So people are going to buy the original on, I don't know, if they've done a remastered version of it on digital.
That's a good question.
Because the original just works. I don't know why. I don't know how. So even if I minus nostalgia, it just works.
That's right.
It feels like Gladiator. The people in low housing, no housing, people are struggling with finances, but they're constantly being entertained by this Colosseum gladiator battle thing. And then they're putting criminals, or not criminals that we think they're criminals or we're told they're criminals. So there's misleading information, there's media manipulation, there's extra layers of certain obvious things that was prevalent back in the 80s and 90s. So obviously they've they've sprinkled that across in the new movie based on the two trailers they've dropped so far. But I still feel the original is far better than this one, even though I haven't seen it. The trailer alone is letting me know what's up. And you don't have to always see a movie to give your verdict on whether it's going to be good or not. Some people have this innate ability to just see the trailer of a film. Either it's the quality or the style of filming or whatever camera they've used or the grain effect or whatever final edit they've done to how the movie looks. And some people can tell it's going to be a crap movie or a trash movie. For example, when they released the most recent 28 years later zombie whatever movie, just the way they did the trailer, there's a lot of noise, that whole marching sound thing. Dun, 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 dun. That was creepy.
You ain't lying.
That was definitely creepy. When I saw the bones, the skulls stacked up into one pyramid looking thing, that's one of the things that took me out. I was like, who has time to be doing that and why? What do you do? You don't have to push the world has gone so far, off kilter that people are now stacking skulls. It's just, we didn't need to see that. I personally didn't enjoy that part of the story. It's whatever, man, whatever. So upon seeing the first trailer, I thought, nope, this movie is not for me. I didn't feel that strong pull, like, nope, I'm not going to see it the same way I felt for 28 years later. Conjuring, for example, some people love the franchise. It is what it is. In an ideal world, I feel Conjuring should be like 3-4 movies done. But we all know the motto of the studio. They want more money, keep making more movies. If it works for the masses who like that genre, then it's a win-win. Studio is happy, masses are happy, they get to be entertained. It's cool. For me, I'm like, nah. They tried a reboot for the Total Recall. That was garbage.
Damn.
Absolute garbage.
You serious?
Absolute garbage.
Wow.
So this one, since some people have said this is closer to the original source material than Arnold's movie was, then hopefully it's going to be good. It will suck. It will suck if it's not good and it's highly compared to the original, even though this is closer to the source material. That would so suck.
You ain't lying.
That would so suck. Maybe not everything has to be close to the source material, but that's neither here nor there. Let me know in the comment section which one you're looking forward to. Wicked, I haven't seen the first one, so I have no desire. 0, in fact, minus 1,000 desire to see the original and Wicked for Good. 0, minus 1,000 and beyond. I'm not the target audience.
But why?
Now, if there was a better movie on this list outside of Predator Badlands, I would still pick that over Running Man and Wicked for Good. If there's a better movie to replace Wicked for Good, then I'd probably struggle. But this is what we have for November. Well, how about December? My God, this is what we have for November. 3.
Yes.
These 3 movies.
Yeah.
Shit. What a poor list.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope Predator Badlands does well. I really do, because I'm looking forward to also seeing what that Weyland Yutani android is going to do. Are they going to give her legs or not? Or they're going to find another android and transfer her consciousness. I'm kidding. Her programming into that new body. That was an Alien Earth jab/dig right there, for those of you who don't know.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
I should do a trailer reaction again. No, I've already done. Have I done a trailer reaction for Running Man?
Wait a minute.
I already have. I just tagged that video in this video. Yeah, I've already done a trailer reaction to Running Man. I'm looking forward to watching that. I might. You know what? I don't know why I said I might. I'm going to rewatch the original first, and then watch this when it comes out and see which one's better. I feel the Arnold version is still going to trump over this one. It's still going to beat it hands down. Also, out of these 2 animated properties, my money is on X-Men 97 Season 2. The Spider-Man Season 1, whatever it's called, YFN, whatever, it was okay. Would I rewatch that? Hell no.
Wow.
Would I rewatch X-Men 97 Season 1? Heck yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
The first season for X-Men, there's some good episodes. Just like the Marvel What If series, there were some good episodes and some not so good episodes. There were throwaway episodes, filler episodes, or necessary filler episodes. With this one, not only were there some annoying episodes, but in terms of the intelligence or competency in regards to certain characters was poorly done. Poorly done. Magneto and Bastion, my goodness. They peaked Magneto and then just dropped his intelligence below 0. I was like, what are we doing? Then Bastion, when they had him trapped in one room, he had Magneto pinned against the wall and he stripped him practically naked and left his underwear on. And he had Y-fronts on. There's ways to humiliate a powerful character, mutant or superhero or whatever. But having him or her half naked, pinned against the wall. That's not the way to go.
I don't know.
And then on top of that, Bastion had him in the room where he was running his plan with his high council or whatever. What I'm going to do is do this and do that. And it felt like this whole hubris thing, or I can have Magneto in the room with me whilst we're talking about how we're going to destroy the mutants and destroy Earth and whatever, because we know he can't escape. Poor, weak, cheap writing. Because you have to go into the psyche of a person who's been so precise and has been behind closed doors doing his or her plan for so long. Two things: to find my enemy, or to find someone who can possibly spoil my plan, and someone I don't like. I wouldn't strip him or her half naked.
You don't understand.
There's no practical reason or purpose to strip someone half naked.
Yes.
One way to humiliate someone like Magneto is to depower him and make him feel, take him back to being human. Depower him, and that will finish him.
You serious?
And then when you strip him half naked, he's got Y fronts on. God damn! I don't need to know what choice underwear or undergarment Magneto wears. Whether it's black boxers, purple boxes to match the color of his suit, yellow boxes, green boxes, or is it trunks, or is it Y front? Why? There's no cosmic need for it whatsoever. And that is also a reflection of the writer or writers involved to then say, we're going to have a scene where, or going to have a thing where Bastion strips him half naked. What?
Let me explain.
And then when Magneto finally escapes, instead of him to fine tune his powers and aim it as the specific people or entities or things responsible for what's been done to him and Genosha, instead he just went angry and then aimed his thing at the whole world. Those are the things that let this first season down. So I don't know what they plan to do for the second season. I'm not in the mood to watch a season of 10 episodes, and when I do my review, I come here and say only 4 stood out well. You have 10 reasons to make this show epic.
Yes.
Why would someone write a show for 10 episodes and then give the audience 2 reasons why they like 10 episodes? Stupid.
Get this man shit.
I'm not saying this is going to be the case. I'm just going off of season 1. Season 1 was good in certain areas. But if you have a show of 8 episodes, 6 episodes, 4 episodes even, give your audience 4 reasons why they love this show. Not 2 out of 4. Those kind of experiences suck for me. You have 4 episodes. Every episode should count from the beginning, middle, to end.
That boy is good.
I want people struggling to give a review as to which episode they feel is the best overall. When you have your audience struggling to say 1 is the best, 2 is the best, 3 is the best, or 4 is the best, then you've done a great job.
You don't understand.
When someone says I cried in episode 3, I got angry in episode 1, I was ready for war in episode 5, then that means you having to split your feelings across each episode. Then maybe one could argue that's what each episode was written to incite in the viewer: sadness, happiness, joy, fear, hate, tears, whatever it is. Otherwise, 10 episodes, and I'll be sat here and picking. Oh, this one was good, but that was okay. But no buts. No buts. You want everyone to be like, that one was so good. Remember that scene when this and episode 2 was so good. Oh, and that scene, you want people going back to each episode. It's almost like they're remembering the taste of a meal they just had. Let me hear, yeah! And they're trying to figure out which one was good out of the whole dish. The chicken was good. Oh, but the lamb with the spices, goddamn. And then with the softness of the fish, and it didn't have any bones. And then that sauce, went down so smooth. And the rice was soft, and it was well cooked. It wasn't mushy. And then the prawns. You want people just... When you're doing that with your whole dish, you can't even tell someone, oh, that chicken is better than the fish. Nah. But if you're a fish person and not a chicken person, you can describe that fish in detail, in great detail. This is how the fish made me feel. It inspired me to want to go and cook this kind of particular fish from here on in. I never liked fish like this until today. Woo! Someone with the same thing with chicken. I don't like fish, but I love chicken. I've never had chicken this good. I mean, I've had in my mom's house or my grandma, but the way the chef chose to do this chicken, and I've never even used garlic sauce the way this chef, that's how you want people talking about your show. Telling you the whole spread is awesome. Even vegans, they'll be like, yo, I didn't dabble in the fish, chicken. But the rice with the chickpeas, the rice with the pumpkin sauce, the rice with the broccoli, the rice with the vegetables, The rice with the samosa, the rice with the spring rolls. Yo. You say everything smelled nice. Presentation looked beautiful. Then the pescatarian comes in as well. What? That's how you want people talking about your stuff, man.
You don't understand.
They be sitting down and having mini arguments or discussions as to why they feel, despite the whole season is awesome, this episode is the greatest out of all of them because they're all great, but this is the great test. That's what you want people doing with your show. Instead, you're going to give, just like Marvel What If series, out of 9 episodes, I liked 4 the most. What? And collectively, we're going to say, yeah, it's true. This one was cool. No, we don't want, no. I don't want someone doing, You want someone going, woo.
Damn.
That whole season, boy. Episode 1, though. You want people taking breathers before they talk about your show.
Yes.
Like having to pause. Let me get back to you next week because I can't do this podcast today. You want people taking notes. We're not even talking about the fashion, the colors, the animation. Not yet. We're talking about the whole entourage of feelings, emotions, and experience. Dialogue, competency, smart decisions, wise decisions, intelligent decisions. Not just bunch of episodes and then dumb shit. And people always do this whole, well, some shows have to have fillers. Where is that? Where is that rule coming from? Find me the origin of that rule. What planet did that rule come from? What dimension did that rule come from? What God did that rule come from? Yahweh? Jehovah?
Damn.
Which God told you all, whatever story you do in your books, in your comics, in your cartoons or movies, and if it's an episodic thing, it must have filler episodes. I'm not saying it shouldn't. What I'm saying is you don't always have to have filler episodes. You can have banger episodes from beginning to end.
That boy is good.
Where we have to be the ones to pause and say, yo, I'm getting hit all angles and I want to chill right now because it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. Let me pause. Not let me give these guys a filler episodes because the previous 4 was so tense. No, we should be the ones pausing because it's tense.
I like this one.
Same thing with Alien Earth. You could have had a whole epic season. A whole epic season with a sweet ass massive cliffhanger.
You ain't lying.
Keeping everyone looking forward to season 2. Instead, it just threw rubbish at the screen and then said enjoy, expecting everyone to enjoy.
Check, please.
Spider-Man season 2 got zero desire whatsoever. I watched the first season, didn't even bother doing a review on this channel. Pointless, waste of my time, to be honest.
Let me explain.
It's not a bad series. It's not a bad cartoon. The animation style is slightly jarring. Feels like the What If series, but a little more annoying. What If series, I could just put up with it. But when this X-Men 97 series came out, I for sure thought that whatever What If series they do next, they'll adopt the X-Men 97 animation style. I know some people would argue they're trying to keep it like the old school, whatever new tech they're using to match the style of the original X-Men animated series style as well. Cool. But that same new tech, I feel they should use that same new animation tech to do the What If series. I don't understand why Marvel or DC, why Disney wants to do 2 different animation styles for their multiple cartoons. I feel for uniformity, just have one animation style. Now, if you're doing, really old school stuff like the original Spider-Man cartoon, for example, then yeah, go with that style. But the What If series animation, I feel it should change it.
Yes.
Compared to the X-Men 97, no. If that's all we had and that's the same animation style they stuck with, then they carry that same animation style into X-Men 97, I guess. But people would have probably cried about it and said, no, it should look like the original. And the fact that someone even thought of that makes me feel they should have just said, we're going to have one style of animation for all of our animated series.
Nice.
If it's a specialized animation or a specialized story or specialized series, we'll give a different animation style to it. Just keeps things simple. Anyways, let me know, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section below, which one of these 2 you're looking forward to. X-Men 97 Season 2 or Spider-Man animation Season 2 or both. For me, it's of course X-Men 97 Season 2. I can't wait to rewatch this again so I can talk about each episode because I did do a semi-breakdown of the series.
That's right.
Anyways, my people, I've of course been your one and only Multipotentialite, Neurodivergent host,
The Kosmic Jedi signing out. Thank you for watching.